Alright, so we are back for another Dokkan battle video, and in today's video we are going to be looking at the free-to-play Super Strike Vegeta. Now this guy is going to be dropping, I think, tomorrow on Global by the time you're watching this. I mean, in typical Dokkan fashion, it's a mid-unit, right? He's not insane. He's pretty useful if you want to go full dodge with him. He's got a little bit of dodge built into his kit, but he's really not that great. But of course, you should still grind the Super Strike up. It's free stones and also a free-to-play unit, which I guess is nice, especially with some of the events now being restricted to you only being able to bring free-to-play units, like the event where you can like upgrade the support memories and stuff. So you should definitely be grinding this guy. He's not completely useless. Like I said, he is a dodge unit, so if you want to go full dodge with him, which I do recommend, then you could have some value with him. Ooh, we did get him first rotation too. That's good. So we got a really good team with him. We're going to have a lot of support. We have him under 200% leader skill, obviously rainbowed level 10 links. Just a very good setup. We've got a lot of support right here, and we also have 4 out of 7 links activated. So with, what is this? I think this is 80% attack support, and then I think it's just 40% defense support, because this Vegeta, he gives 40% the stats to the Vegeta family. Obviously, the AGL Vegeta is on that, and then Turles is, okay, 40% attack, and then the 40% defense when there's a super class enemy, which obviously we do have. So we have 80% attack and defense support. And we're at 166k defense. Dude, that is bad. We do get a little bit of defense with key spheres obtained. So I guess I can just go ahead and read his kit really quick. So this guy's starting off with 150% attack and defense. I guess that's pretty good. Oh, and also his super attack effect. The only real thing to take away from it is he gets 50% attack. He has a medium chance to stun. Not really that important, though. It's not like you're bringing this guy in super battle or anything like that. I mean, I guess maybe if you want to go some additionals with him, I can understand that because he's getting 50% attack on super. 6.5, by the way, pretty good. I will say this. For a free-to-play unit, that super attack animation is really good. I like that. I think that looks really clean. I would say that's like, maybe not Dokkan Fest worthy, but like Banner unit worthy. Like that's definitely higher quality than just a free-to-play unit. So animations, really good. But just as his kit, it's just not good enough. Like he gets the 50% attack and medium chance to stun on his super attack effect. He definitely needed to get defense on super. I don't know why he doesn't. Most units now need to get defense on super. So that definitely is an L with his super attack effect. And then his passive, like I was saying, he gets 150% stats start of turn. He gets an additional 100% attack when key is 6 or above. Most of the time you're going to be getting that, so that's pretty good. And then he also gets an additional 100% defense when key is 8 or above. And then a medium chance to evade enemies' attacks, including super, when key is 10 or above. So, alright, the medium chance to dodge is good, but only a 30% chance. Like, with his defensive stat, you're really relying on the dodge. Like, I don't think a medium chance to dodge is quite good enough. I would say they probably should have bumped it up to like a 50%, because, look at this, 153k defense. I mean, he gets stats when you get some key spheres, which we're going to get all these physical key spheres right here. So I guess we can see his defensive stat after that. But, I mean, dude, it's not really that crazy. Like, even with the 7 key spheres, look at that, dude. Only 187k defense. Keep in mind, 7 key spheres, and we still have double support. Alright, our links are a little low right here. But in terms of the key spheres and the support, this was a very generous rotation. And he's not even at 200k defense. Like, that's bad. That's bad. He definitely needed a high chance to dodge instead of a medium chance, but, you know, if you want to go full additionals with him, or not full additionals, if you want to give him some additionals, that's understandable, but if you want to give him primarily dodge, then him also having the medium chance to dodge, I mean, it might go together kind of well, and then hopefully he'll dodge most of his attacks, but if you take that one normal, or if you take a super, you're instantly dead, and if you take one normal, you're going to have very low HP left, or you might just die from a normal, because any difficult event is going to obliterate this guy if you're not dodging. And I know it's a free-to-play unit, so of course you could argue like, alright, well, his value is just that of a free-to-play unit. You shouldn't be bringing him in these difficult events, but I don't know, man. I think even free-to-play units should be able to at least tank normals. I mean, supers, sure, they're free, so if you want to save like tanking supers for the summonable units, that's absolutely understandable. But, I mean, I don't even know if this guy's tanking normals. Like, the only reason he would survive on a turn in any difficult event is because you're getting lucky with his dodge. And he only has a medium chance to dodge. You have to rely on your hidden potential system to give him even more dodge, which of course you can do because he is free to play. So the second, you know, he releases, you can rainbow him and then put him full dodge and then a potential system. But I don't know, man. I still don't really like the direction they went with this guy, but there is more to his kit, so let's continue. He also performs an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super when performing a super. Don't get me wrong, that's good. The additionals built in are nice because he's getting the 50% attack on his super attack effect, but with him not getting defense on super, I mean, the additionals don't really do much because you've probably heard so many Dokkan YouTubers say this, but damage is nice, but defense is important. Like, a unit can have good defense, or a unit can have good attack, sorry, and bad defense, and you can't bring them in an event. But if a unit has good defense and their attack sucks, you can run them anywhere. Like, the only events you can't really bring them in is, like, the punching bag event, because that's meant for damage. But other than that, if a unit is good defensively, they're useful in every single event. So then when you have a unit like this, who's not really the best defensively, but can do some solid damage considering he's free to play, it doesn't really mean much. So then this guy does also get 10% attack and defense per key sphere obtained. That's nice, but this guy's not orb changing. Or he is orb changing, but you need to be facing a Goku, and you guys know there's not that many events in the game right now where you're facing a Goku. Actually, I probably should have brought him in the Goku event, the legendary Goku event, but whatever, we're already turn 5 in here. And then that's it. So yeah, he's got the orb changing when there's a Goku category enemy, and then he gets the stats on key spheres, and then he gets some stats when key is, you know, at 6 or above, 8 or above, or 10 or above, or whatever. And then that's pretty much it. Like, this guy doesn't have a lot going for him. So, again, I think he should have had a high chance to dodge. I think he probably should have gotten like 20% attack and defense per key sphere obtained, which might seem kind of high to some of you, but you have to keep in mind, this is a free-to-play unit with free-to-play stats. Like, you can see his stats are very low, so then if he's getting good percent buffs in his kit, that'll, you know, help him look a little bit more impressive. So, definitely a lot of ways they should have made this guy a lot better. Like, defense on super, like I said, more stats per key sphere obtained, and then a higher chance to dodge. But, I mean, if you get lucky with your dodges, this guy's not necessarily going to look bad. He can do some solid damage, and you know, you saw him in the video pushing 7 million on his attack stats, and he can do 3 supers in a turn, and then with him getting 50% attack on every super, he'll look alright, but still, I don't know, I'm just not that impressed with this guy. I mean, as far as Super Strike units are concerned too, none of them have necessarily been good, so I guess it's not that big of a surprise that this guy isn't really that impressive. I mean, who did we have? I guess Android 16 was good, because he has the high chance to guard when there's a full Android/Cell Saga category rotation, and then he's got the damage reduction when he's guarding, so if he gets the guard off, he's not taking any damage. Who else is there? Oh yeah, there's the Jackie Chun. The Jackie Chun is amazing. I forgot about him. He's probably the best Super Strike unit. Defensively, he's amazing, and then offensively, he's going to put in some work as well. And then I think every other Super Strike unit just sucks. So, I mean, I guess we didn't expect much from him, but you know, just for a base Vegeta, especially from the Saiyan Saga, which doesn't have much representation in Dokkan right now, a free-to-play card that has good animations, like we mentioned as well, but that also had a good kit would have been really nice. But unfortunately, yeah, we don't have that here. So I guess we could play this rotation out. We could just keep him in slot 1. We're at 134k defense. This turn doesn't really matter. I mean, you know, his stats aren't going to get any better or worse throughout the fight. Oh. I mean, I guess this is an issue with him, so we can't get a super attack right here. And keep in mind, we've got support from this Super Saiyan Bardock. Yeah, we got 2 key support. I mean, dude, the issues with this guy, it's serious, because especially key being an issue is very important, because the very few things that make this guy somewhat useful, you know, the extra stats he gets when key is, you know, 6, 8, or 10 or above, and then the chance to dodge he gets when key is 10 or above, is the only really redeeming qualities of this guy. And if key's an issue with him, you aren't getting those things. So on a rotation like this, I mean, like, you know, he's just not good. So I guess maybe we'll be able to get a super. Will these ink key spheres drop? Yeah, they will. All right. So we'll get to see him do one more super. We just got to see the super attack animation. It looks so fire. That's the only reason I'm going to use this guy, is to see the super attack animation, because it definitely looks good. But after this rotation, we could cut to what's a difficult event with an STR enemy? I know there's the Gamma Red Zone stage, but I think that's like the second phase, and it's not that difficult. I don't know, we'll bring him in a difficult event. How about that? We'll see. Oh, I know one of the new Dismal Future Red Zone stages has an STR enemy, so I'll have to look at that. But you can see we did get the double super. Look at those animations, just beautiful. I wish they gave animations like that to like every unit, like even the other free-to-play units, because a lot of free-to-play units, I mean, it's just recycled animations that isn't good. But, I mean, this guy, they really came through with his animations. They made sure they looked good. Anyway, with all that shown, let's go ahead and cut to the difficult event test. I'm not really sure where I'm going to bring him, but let's go ahead and cut to whatever stage I decide to bring him in. Alright, so we're here fighting Goku Black in the Red Zone Dismal Future. So, this is a pretty interesting rotation for him. We do have a really good linking partner with the Super Strike King Vegeta. So, of course, we are going to have a 6 out of 7 links activated. Pretty sure he does support as well. Let me just double check on that. Yeah, he's supporting Pure Saiyans and Vegeta family, which obviously the Vegeta is on. So, I don't want to put him in slot 3 to take the Super, because I'm pretty sure that would just obliterate him. And also, if I were to do that, I'd have to put the Turles in one of these slots to take an attack, and I'm pretty sure the Turles just wouldn't even tank a normal. So, we're just going to keep him in slot 1. We are at, over a 12-key super, so we've got the medium chance to dodge. We've got all the additional stats. We didn't get that many key spheres, though. I think we only got 3. So, unfortunately, we didn't get that many stats from, the key spheres obtained, but I think we should still be able to tank normals. 9.25. Not that bad, actually. That's pretty good. 9.25 for free-to-play unit. And then 40k from a normal. Alright, well, I mean, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. This first phase of Goku Black, even though it's the first phase, still hits very hard. I think his super attack is hitting for like 1.5, so you could assume his normals would hit very hard as well. But, I don't know, man. Type advantage. And you're tanking 40k from normals during the first phase. Like, that goes to show you, in current content, this Vegeta is not going to perform well. To be fair, we didn't dodge it all, though, so obviously if we dodged a couple of those attacks, we would have avoided a lot of damage. But, I don't know, man. Imagine how much we would have taken from a super. Like, yeah, it's not looking that great for this Vegeta. But with all that said, let's go and cut to the unit breakdown. So here we have Howling Proclamation of Destruction Vegeta. So starting off with his leader skill, it is AGL and Tech type, key plus, or no key, just HP and attack and defense plus 70%. It's muscle memory saying that one. So yeah, obviously very bad leader skill, just 70% to HP and attack and defense, to AGL and Tech type, sucks, no key, nothing like that. So definitely very bad. I don't think anyone's ever going to be using that. And then his super attack effect is that he greatly raises his attack for 1 turn, causes supreme damage, and then has a medium chance to stun. The 50% attack is nice, the medium chance to stun is nice, but we need some defense here, if I'm being honest. And then his passive is that he gets attack and defense plus 150%. He gets an additional 100% attack when key is 6 or above. He gets an additional 100% defense when key is 8 or above. And then a medium chance to evade enemies' attack, including super attacks, when key is 10 or above. So only a 30% chance to dodge. Like I said throughout the video, very, very low. Should have been a high chance, but I guess I'll take what I can get. A medium chance is pretty nice. I mean, it's kind of reliable. You'll see it every now and then, especially if you go full dodge in the hidden potential system, but again, I think this should have just been a little bit higher. And then he also performs an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super when performing a super. And then he gets an additional 10% attack and defense with every key sphere obtained. I mean, that's kind of a low amount, but I guess it's nice he's getting stats somewhere else in his kit as well, so it's pretty good there. And then if there's an enemy whose name includes Goku, Youth, Ginyu, and then Junior excluded at the start of the turn, then he randomly changes a type of key spheres, AGL excluded to AGL key spheres. So, orb changing is nice, but the restriction being a Goku family kind of sucks. He should have also had like guard, damage reduction, or something with the Goku family, because I don't know, man, this guy, he feels like an uneasy aid unit, even though he already has his easy aid. But I don't know, man, I don't really know what they were going for. Weird passive, weird super attack effect, just not enough in my opinion. And then his link set is Sand Warrior Race, Royal Lineage, Prodigies, Bombardment, Sand Pride, Super Strike, and then Shattering the Limit. So, pretty solid link set considering, who you're running him with. And then his categories, which he does have a lot of actually. He's got Pure Saiyans, Dragon Ball Seekers, Vegeta Family, Terrifying Conquerors, Inhuman Deeds, Space Traveling Warriors, Gifted Warriors, Planetary Destruction, Accelerated Battle, Battle of Fate, and then Sand Saga. And then these are some of his best linking partners, just in case you guys were curious. But I guess that pretty much has been the showcase. Let me know what you guys are feeling about this guy down in the comments. Me personally, you guys know, I just feel like he needed more. I don't really feel like he's the greatest unit, but you definitely should still grind him up because, again, you get the stones and you get a free-to-play unit out of it. So I guess that's kind of a W. But once again, that has been the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.